I love SpongeBob, you love SpongeBob, we all love SpongeBob. Today, I am going to talk about the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, which has been delayed so many times because of this stupid coronavirus. But finally, it is out. It has been so many years since SpongeBob hit the TV screens, and it has remained one of the most amazing, lovable cartoons, and with so many countless episodes on Nick, and on top of that, movies. We finally get a new movie in 2020, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. I saw the trailer and I was a fan. I was interested in watching this. Who doesn't love SpongeBob? On top of that, what made me more eager, more interested in watching this movie is because it has the man, the myth, the legend himself, Keanu Reeves, who has been breaking the action movie industry with his role as John Wick. Hi guys, welcome back to Watch with Kuda. So I watched SpongeBob Sponge on the Run and I loved it, and at the same time I would say I hate it. I know it's confusing. So the synopsis or the story plot is about SpongeBob and Patrick, who go on a mission to save Gary, who is SpongeBob's pet snail. I'm sure if you watch SpongeBob the TV series, you know what I'm talking about. So Gary gets kidnapped by Poseidon and is taken to the lost city of Atlantis City. Spoilers if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna go in depth with the plot. So if you don't wanna get spoiled, I recommend you stop watching this video. But if you don't care, hop on it and let me continue. So as the story continues, we discover that Poseidon is using snails to cleanse his skin of wrinkles. That is why he kidnaps Gary. So SpongeBob and Patrick discover a note telling them that Gary was taken by Poseidon, which leads SpongeBob and Patrick to go on a journey to get Gary back. Along the way, we discover so many things about SpongeBob and Patrick on how they met, including Gary and the rest of the Bikini Bottom, who hit the big screen in their first ever CGI SpongeBob motion picture event. As they navigate the delight and dangers of this weird, hilarious rescue mission, SpongeBob and his pal prove that there is nothing stronger than the power of friendship. Very interesting. I love it. Very interesting plot. Really love it. So there is some positive elements to take in this movie. That is, the main goal is to showcase the power of friendship and forgiveness, which we see a lot in the movie. Even in the TV series, they play around with it between SpongeBob and the gang. Along the journey, there is a scene where Patrick and SpongeBob fight by exchanging words. They say some mean things to each other, but they quickly forgive each other and apologize to each other, and they continue their journey. A lesson element can be learned for kids who will watch this movie, to learn to forgive. Even close friends fight, but there is always a way to solve this situation by forgiving each other, by telling one another that I am sorry, so that you don't ruin your friendship. Don't make like fighting ruin your friendship that you have built with your friends. It's like positive elements to take from this, which again I love a lot. I really love a lot from what they showcased in this animated movie. Also, we can also see that the power of friendship can be showcased again when we go back in time when SpongeBob and the gang were young, on how they quickly, Patrick, SpongeBob, even Gary, quickly became friends, which usually happens to kids at a young age. They easily become friends. They easily just bond like that. I remember me when I was a kid as well, when I quickly bonded with the friends that I have right now, that I grew up with. It's something that I love about SpongeBob the movie. The elements that they have placed in it really represent or resembles exactly the life of all kids as they grow up. In a way, they take real life situations and they apply it in this animated movie. Once again, I would say that's what makes this movie really good and has educational elements in it. Though SpongeBob is not a perfect animated movie, there are things which turned me off during their journey. They fall asleep in a dream. They meet this sage guy who guides them on what they are supposed to do to save Gary back. They go to this town. That whole town scene where SpongeBob and Patrick arrive annoyed me, where the music was so boring and kind of felt flat. It was a drag, and I felt at everything that was happening around that whole scene of trying to save these pirates, undead pirates, was a waste of time, and I just skipped because I didn't feel like it was adding anything to the story in any way. I know that the scene was about him having the coin that was gonna help him do something later on in the movie. But personally, for me, even the commerce, I wasn't really wowed by it, except for Keanu Reeves. As I said, I love Keanu Reeves as the Sage. I really love it. That was, I just like the guy, so I had no problem with it. But the rest of the cast that popped by that scene, the town scene, was completely waste of time, which for me was, I can take as the negative element of this animated movie. It's not bad, but it's just a waste of runtime. Also, there were some spiritual elements at play where the sage Keanu Reeves was like the guide for Patrick and SpongeBob during their journey, providing them lessons, wisdom on what to do and not to lose focus on their mission. It's not also new for SpongeBob to break the physics of time and space by introducing humans in a cartoon, and it's also what makes it interesting and fun building the story. Not forgetting the CGI, I love every bit of the CGI in terms of the characters, the city, Bikini Bottom. The 3D style actually is good. It's really good. I love the details that went into this animated. It's really perfect. And I would love to see more on it on SpongeBob. There is a 3D cartoon series on SpongeBob as a kid, which is, I am curious, waiting to see it, what it looks like, and I hope it goes with the same level of this kind of CGI detail that they put in the movie. Because I don't want to lie to you, the CGI is fantastic, from the background shot to Bikini Bottom to the detail of SpongeBob, Patrick, all the rest of the cast of Bikini Bottom. That was really, really, really beautiful. I love the details of the character designs in 3D. It was perfect for me. So SpongeBob, he's a loyal, caring, value his friends, and he's always optimistic. Those qualities are bagged into the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, and that, along with the absurd situations, make it more enjoyable for fans, young and old. I really can say that it's an okay movie, not the best animated movie of 2020. I think Over the Moon is much more better, much more touching. But this, for people who enjoy SpongeBob, like me, who don't care much about the deep story or anything, this is really good for the fans. They did justice for the fans, and I would like to see more about SpongeBob with this kind of CGI, which I would say again, I love the CGI. So, have you seen SpongeBob Sponge on the Run? If you did, what are your thoughts? Drop them in the comment section below. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to go check it out. I think it's on Netflix now. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video.
Good morning, Patrick!
Good morning, SpongeBob!
Good morning, Patrick!